Welcome back. This is episode number 83 of Christian Michael's Figure Review. I am who else? Anyway, today we're going to be stepping away from reviewing wrestling figures and check out boom, Age of Ultron, Marvel Legends Iron Man, Mark 43, based off of his suit that he wore in the latest Avengers film, Age of Ultron. We're going to be checking this out in just a second. Quick little review of Age of Ultron, which I caught last week when it opened. I'm a huge fan of superhero comic book movies. I love most of them. Very few that I ever give a negative review to. And I'm not really giving a negative review to Age of Ultron. It just was there. It just kind of went along for 2 hours and 20 minutes. The action was good. I mean, for a long movie, it never really seemed to drag, but I also never really seemed to be that entertained by it. You wonder why my arm is moving? My dog is here. Say hi, dog. Oh, he doesn't want to say hello. But anyway, back to Age of Ultron. It just seemed like a placeholder. It's like they had to make another Avengers movie in between the first Avengers and Civil War next year and the Infinity War series. There you can see the dog. See, I wasn't lying. So they made Age of Ultron. Ultron was not as compelling of a villain as Loki was in the first Avengers movie, and I think that had a lot to do with the fact of me liking the first Avengers more than Age of Ultron. To me, for a superhero movie or any movie that has a protagonist and antagonist to really work, is the bad guy has to be as compelling, if not more compelling, than the good guy. That's what made The Dark Knight so great, is the Joker was equal to or a greater character than Batman himself. Loki was a great foil for the Avengers. Ultron, and it was kind of a rehash. It was like, instead of an alien invasion from the first Avengers, we had an army of robots. A lot of similar type stuff happening, but I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. So I didn't sink it, but I guess I hyped it up too much in my mind because I've been waiting for the sequel ever since the first one came out. But it wasn't bad. It's gonna make a gajillion dollars, and people are gonna love it. And a lot of people I talk to have loved it. Maybe I'm on the other side of the fence of it. We'll have to wait and see what my final verdict is on it, because I'm gonna have to go and watch it again. I don't know if I'm gonna get out to the theater, but obviously when the Blu-ray comes out, I'm gonna buy the Blu-ray and watch it again. So maybe I'll have a different opinion of it. Anyway, on to the figure. Little French accent there for no other reason than I wanted to. This is a Build-A-Figure set. You wrestling collecting fans are familiar with Build-A-Figure sets. Marvel also does them. This creates who is going to be the main villain in the Infinity War two-part movie series, Thanos, however the hell you want to say it. You get his leg with Iron Man. Here are the other figures in the set. You get Hulk, Captain America, I can't read that, Bartrock, Elliot, and Spider-Woman. Now, I'm not a huge comic book guy. I don't really read comic books. I just like watching the cartoons and the movies, so not gonna lie, I don't know who these people are. Obviously, I've heard of Spider-Woman, and if I'm gonna be stupid not to know Captain America and the Hulk are. So, I guess you could say I'm a mainstream comic book fan because I just watch the movies, and if a television series or live action or animated is good and it's recommended to me, I'll watch it. But that's about it. So, there you see. And in 1, 2, 3, 4 different languages, you can read a little blurb about the Mark 43 suit. So let's get this open and take a look at it. If you want to see there, I didn't show that to you guys. It's a nice little black and white art of Iron Man right there. So you got that. And I'm not gonna lie, I have an Iron Man figure from one of the Iron Man, that was based off one of the Iron Man movies. And I wasn't going to get this, but here's why I got this. Because it, oops, dropped it. It has an interchangeable head with the mask open in Tony Stark's face. So, I'm going to take that off. There we go. And we're going to pop that on. And this is how this bad boy is going to be displayed. Look at that. Now, like I said, don't read comic books. I only know what I've seen in the Iron Man movies, in the Avengers movies, whatever animated movies have been done of what Tony Stark is, okay? And to me, the greatness of Tony Stark is being portrayed right now by Robert Downey Jr. So I always wanted an Iron Man that had Tony Stark's face, but I didn't want a Tony Stark figure. I don't even know if they make them. So this is like the perfect Avengers figure for a guy like me. An Iron Man suit with the helmet pulled up to see Tony Stark's face. And if here, let's take some looks here. We got this little shoulder pad here, which it doesn't really hinder the movement of the arm, because you can see the arm moves freely. Same thing on this side. Now the gold faceplate doesn't actually move, so you can't like slide it up and down. I mean, if you want him going full Iron Man, then you just got to pop the head back in. There you can see his arc reactor, some nice detail with the blue light around it, and you can see all the nice little details they put around on the suit there, with the gold and the silver outlining, you know, the red. I mean, they did a good job on this figure. For $21.99, you would hope that they would. So he bends at the chest. You can do some fancy dance moves, you know, the legs out and up. The knee doesn't, I mean, you would think there is a joint here, but the knee actually bends at the second joint. There you can see. Can you see that? I'm sorry. You see, there's two joints here, but the bottom one is the one that actually moves. This one, does it? Yeah, oh, it does. It's a little harder to move, so you might not want to force it. The leg doesn't, I mean, yeah, can you do some swiveling? You can, but again, no, not, yeah, again, it's tight, so you might not want to force it, and the ankle moves like that, so you can walk around, you see, like that. That's how the ankle bends back and forth like that. He's got wrist movement there, elbow movement. And again, that elbow movement is tight, so like I said, you might not want to force, if you get this figure, you might not want to force some of the movements on it, because they are kind of tight and you don't want this shit just popping off. But, so, hi dog. The dog is, I don't know why the dog's coming down here. It doesn't really come down here unless I'm eating and there is no food around. So, come here, say hi, dog. There he is. There's Bandit. Hey, Bandit! Alright. So, Bandit says hi. This is Iron Man Mark 43. And this was episode 83 of Christian Michael's Figure Review. Sorry if I'm not as enthusiastic this time around as I've been in the past couple ones. But there is no theme music for me to sing along to. And I just don't have as extensive of a back. The dog is trying to you can see the dog's trying to poke his nose in under there. I guess he wants more camera time. Yeah, so if this one sucked, I'm sorry. I'll promise to make it up to you next time around.